So what type of fishing are we doing today?
Rango
Fishing! Are we going to catch fish today?
Yeah!
Okay! This is a spreader, or locally we call it Ranggong. Ranggong, there's two swivels. One over here is connected to the rod swivel, and the other one, there's a clip here, is for the sinker, somewhere in between. And the longer end, right, there's another swivel. We connect to a long leader. This long leader, right, has to be at least 1.5 meters or 1 fathom. If the current is strong, right, we might use up to maybe 3 meters or 2 fathom. Okay. The reason why we use such a long leader is because when the leader is long, it's the best way to present live baits. Live baits like live fish, the long leader will not hinder the live fish from swimming around. And it is far from all the terminal deckers like the sinkers and the swivels. So it will not spoof off fish that is more cautious, and the big fish, right, who are smarter, right, will get tricked by a Ranggong. Then how to use a Ranggong? First we drop down the bait. Then after that, we drop the sinker. Okay, same thing as the Tenya and Apollo, we have to drop all the way to the bottom. The difference is for Tenya and Apollo, right, we have to keep knocking on the seabed to know what's the depth. But now once we reach the bottom, actually we don't keep knocking. Okay, let us wait. After you reach the bottom, right, we crank a few rounds up so that it's slightly elevated from the seabed. Most of the anglers, right, they forgot this step of cranking the bait up, because when they don't do this step, the bait presentation is not as nice. First of all the sinkers and the Ranggong and the long leader, right, will be dragging on the seabed. It's easier to get stuck in corals and reefs and rocks. But if you crank a little bit up, the bait will be dangling just slightly above the seabed. So that's the best form of presentation. So how much line to crank up, right, will depends on what is the current and what is the length of the leader on that day. So when the current is strong, we don't need to crank that high, because the current will naturally push the bait to fly up. When the current is slow, right, we have to crank higher because the bait will be dangling downwards. So at the end of the day, right, what we want to achieve is the bait has to be just a little bit dangling above the seabed, not too high and also not dragging on the seabed. Another thing is, the reason why we use the spreader is when we drop the sinker down, if the leader is too close to the main line, right, it will twist onto the main line. So that's why it's called a spreader. So you have to spread the line out further away from the main line, so as we drop, right, the leader will not coil onto the main line. Another tip is that when you drop the line down, you drop it slower. So when the bait is dropping at a slower rate, there's lesser chance for the bait to coil around the main line too. Okay, so today, right, we'll all be using this Ranggong and see how effective it is. Whoa! Hey, 不要立起来。Okay lah. This is the first fish from Ranggong.
Oh, good girl.
So what bait do you use? Prawns? Live prawns. So what type of fishing method do you use?
I'm going fishing.
Okay. Well done, eh? High five. Here's another take.
拍摄，是人工。
不用紧。Okay lah, this one is on Tenya. Although not. So now is what? Ranggong 1, Tenya 1.
But Tenya fish bigger.
Huh?
Tenya Tanya fish bigger.
Okay, later we'll see.
Okay, end of day we'll see. 大鱼 big fish big fish big fish 大鱼啊，大鱼来了！大鱼大鱼，
哇
big fish 很大，
got it.
哇！
You got it.
哎呦哎呦哎呦，好大哦！哇哎
哇哇哇！
哇，这个大鱼来了！
Okay. 慢慢来，慢慢来。
哇！啊！哎！
哇，很好。这个用什么钓的？
用虾钓的。
用虾钓的。OK， 好，耶。Yeah, it's a school of fish down there. You just caught one just now, right? It lost now.
Wow.
Oh,
big one.
That's
Oh.
Give this man a tiger, man.
他倒点啤酒。
不要不要再 set 了，不要再 set 了，这样 leave 啊 leave 就来收啊，不用再 set 了。
不用接
啊 ，yes。
很便宜而已。这个要是有钱买不到了哈。
啊 ，another of the task fish。不用紧，现在是3-2。Ranggong 3也是，所以这个鱼是不是你钓的？可是是你 fight 的吗？哦，got a small one。直接丢了，就放回去，多你啦，有这边。Oh, another fish on Ranggong.
Ranggong.
不要。
Whoa, yes, about same size, right? Ah.
You look great. That's
Okay.
your size, yeah.
这个是你第几只了？
这个是第三个。
第三个了。Okay, good one. 看再来。We have come to the end of our Ranggong test trip. In the morning, the bite rate was really slow. Maybe partially it's because too many people were using Ranggong, and the problem with Ranggong is the leader they are extremely long. So if the anglers do not know how to manage it properly, right, they'll get entangled with other anglers' line very easily. So we spent a lot of time trying to untangle the lines and less time fishing and less time the bait is at the bottom. We only start to catch more fish in the afternoon when we change some of the rigs to Apollo rigs or Tanya. So we only left with a few rods that are still using the Ranggong rig. It's very obvious that our catch improved significantly, and we caught many task fish, a couple of groupers. Actually, much less than expected because Ranggong supposedly is quite effective for groupers, and also partially because Ranggong is suitable for live bait. We do not have any live bait today, only like 1 or 2 live fish we use. So in the end, Ranggong lose out to other fishing methods, but we still do get bites and fish from using Ranggong from the trip, as you have seen earlier. So it is overall a very effective method. It's just that first of all, the angler has to know what he's doing and has to be very observant on where the line goes and how the current is flowing, so that his line will not get entangled. And secondly, right, he has to keep checking the depth to see that the Ranggong is positioned in the most effective depth. And of course, most of the time, right, we are drifting. Drifting is actually not so suitable for Ranggong because Ranggong has the piece of metal and the sinker and stuff. It's easier to get stuck in rocks or corals when the boat is drifting. So it is more suitable for when the boat is anchored and we will like flow the bait out with a long leader to attract the big fish. So overall, we can conclude that Ranggong presentation is excellent. It's just that has to use in the correct situation. Drifting might not be the best situation for it. So we see how it goes in our next episode. We'll try out Madai. We can come to a final conclusion which which 4 methods are the best for bottom fishing. So watch out for it.